What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Imagine how amazing it would be to get silver shipped to your front doorstep for free for not doing anything else than just being subscribed to this channel. That is an opportunity I'm giving you. I'm actually in the middle of a 36,000 subscriber giveaway and there's still time to enter. I'll probably be picking the winner tomorrow, so make sure you're subscribed and make sure you go enter the entry video. When I hit 37,000 subscribers in like 700 or 800 from now, I'm doing another silver giveaway. And then at 38,000, another giveaway. 39, another giveaway. Then at 40,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a stupid amount of silver, which is over $1,000 worth. So if you have any brain cells in that mind of yours, I think you would push that red button. Now, we know, especially over the past couple days, that silver is heavily influenced by supply and demand, and speculation can push up the price. But when it comes to the overall picture, the grand scheme of things, silver is a much, fundamental type of investment or fundamental asset compared to other things. And what I mean by that is the fundamentals of investing is low supply, high demand. When you're talking about something physical like silver that comes out of the ground and you're looking at how much is needed or how much is circulating or what the demand is going to be, and if the production can meet that or match that or can't match that, how that would influence the price, then we're looking at silver. Other things such as Bitcoin, such as stocks, there's a lot of speculative aspects because they don't have intrinsic value. See, silver's value isn't determined from the price tag attached to that coin, but the 1 ounce of silver inside of it. So it's a much different type of market. Now, given that, we're going to be talking about some very important things with silver production declining and how the demand is going to be increasing. But there is some new data, folks. There's some other things that have been overlooked or really haven't been dissected to the rate that I want to on this channel. So let's jump into that. Now, silver could rise to $35 an ounce this year with a spike to $50 an ounce possible further down the line. And this is something that we know is very possible. We've seen time and time again silver hit this $30 level and then drop back down. There is a lot, and I mean a lot, of resistance around $30, and rightfully so. So when 30 breaks, or when silver breaks above 30, that's going to be astronomical. The last time silver broke above 30, it hit $50 extremely fast. And there's even more resistance at $50 because that was, we hit $50 silver in 1980 and in 2011. So if it breaks past that, it's going to be just like Bitcoin back in 2017. It's probably going to hit $100 within a couple of weeks. And I'm not even exaggerating. And the same thing's going to happen when silver breaks past $30. It's going to skyrocket to $50 within a couple of weeks. Now, even these people are saying if it rises, if we see $35 silver, and that could be at the end of 2021, then $50 silver is definitely coming as well. Now, silver has been oversupplied between 2016 and 2019, with prices then also capped. Yet the market has gradually rebalanced on a confluence of factors, including one, miners have cut back production. And we've known that for the last 7 years. Miners have been cutting back silver production because it's not going to put money in their pocket. They're looking for things like gold, lead, zinc that's going to actually, make them money. Think about it. Gold is $2,000. Silver is $28,000. Why would you look for silver when there's something that's 72 times more valuable in the Earth's crust? It only makes sense. I mean, there's a consequence that has to be paid from that. But if they're looking at this strictly from a business perspective, then of course they're not going to look for silver. They're going to find silver by accident. They're not looking for silver, but if they find something, they'll take it. But they're really not trying to look for it. And number two, the perennial decline of demand from photography has been slowing. That is something that really isn't going to influence the price as much as it did once upon a time. Why? Because photography and cameras, now we see iPhones, now we see smartphones, now we see all these new gadgets that are, especially as we advance in this new technological world, this new digital era, things are expanding with technology rapidly, and silver is needed in all of these new gadgets. So maybe one thing dips, but then it's recovered from something else. And they even go into it. Number 3, demand from solar panels has risen. So the last bullet in particular attracted significant investor interest in the second half of 2020 when Biden published his manifesto targeting zero emissions from the power sector by 2035. So it's only 2021 right now, and by 2035, zero emissions. So this is not just a little, a little stint in the timeline, folks. This is going to be going on, and demand is going to be growing, and silver is going to be needed and needed more. But silver is getting harder to find out of the ground. The recirculating supply of silver is definitely not non-existent. Right? Gold is resurfaced, recycled, resurfaced, rescrapped, reused. But silver, no, it's thrown away in technology. Because most used for jewelry, for necklaces, earrings. So yes, people sell that stuff and it gets remelted and recirculated. Silver is used for laptops and cell phones that get thrown away, never to be recovered, never to be scrapped. The silver is not getting scrapped out of any of those gadgets. So markets, volatile, many metrics do not show distress. So take a closer look into recent price increases. Investor interest has remained steady moving into 2021, with Silver Eagle coin sales, skyrocketing, especially from this Reddit thing. I know APMEX put like a limited emergency. I just got an email actually. Let me find that email and read it to you guys. And this is why it's important to be signed up to newsletters. So here it is. APMEX. So, where is this at? APMEX exclusive silver and gold coins have extremely limited mintages. The 1 ounce BU silver has a mintage of 10,000 coins, while the 1 ounce proof silver has an even smaller mintage of 1,000. So there are also 2 ounce proof silver coins available with the mintage of just 200. So, they are still releasing things. They're still trying to make their money, but everything's getting sold out really fast, and rightfully so. Now, this is where things get interesting. Remember how I was talking about, and Joe Biden was talking about zero emissions by 2035? Well, silver production and reserves are declining. USGS reports a decrease in silver production and reserves. Silver reserves and silver production decreased in Peru and Poland. And this first country's very worrying because Peru and Mexico accumulate 40% of the global silver production, those two countries alone. So if they're decreasing, we know that that's going to definitely put a dent in the silver supply. Plus, COVID resurfacing at a much faster rate than before with a mutating virus that's stronger, faster, more deadly. Already shut down the UK, all these borders, these boundaries, and trying to produce silver has to do a lot with distributing it as well. It's not just about digging it out the ground. It's also trying to transport it and get it to all of these countries as well. And with all these boundaries and it's going to disrupt the chain even more than it already has with limited workspace, limited workers, all the safety precautions. It's just a mess. And now with this Reddit, situation, a lot of silver is getting bought. You have places like JM Bullion putting $300 order minimums because all of these places are getting 30 times the amount of sales they usually get. So now there's all this silver getting shipped around, and it's just disrupting. It's just all gonna backfire, but there always is some positive. and a negative, and there's always negative and a positive. It really does depend which way you want to look at it. If you're looking at it for the short term, you're going to have a much different opinion than someone who's looking at it from the longer term, right? Silver isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. Silver isn't about making a quick bang for your buck. It's a hedge against inflation as the dollar weakens. And if people don't understand that, then one, they're investing into it for the wrong reason, and two, they're not going to make much money. They're actually probably going to lose money because they're buying types of silver that aren't going to appreciate in the time frame that they're looking for. Now, we're talking about silver here. By 2035, demand is going to rise. It's going to keep rising, and that's regardless stimulus. That's not even factoring in, the $27 trillion we're in debt. It's not factoring in what trillions of dollars of stimulus given out we don't have is going to do to the dollar that's declining, rapidly declining. And then we have even more situations with gold. We have stock market volatility, right? I mean, and that's not even including a global pandemic as well. Do you see how many different angles silver is going to be influenced? And as time goes on, it's only going to get worse and worse, more extreme, more severe. So I don't see how, knowing this, given this information, how once silver does start to break some ground, how it won't just be explosive and not erupt to the rate that some people, like even this article, is talking about. What are your thoughts on $50 silver by the end of the year? I did make a poll and there was 780 votes, and I said, when do you think silver's going to hit $100? And I'm pretty sure 41% said in 1 to 6 months. And then 7 months to a year was like, I think 15%, and all the way down to like 4+ years it was like 15. But most people thought silver, or think silver, is going to hit $100 within the next 6 months, which is very interesting to say the least, but that was given during all that Reddit frenzy, so I'm curious to see if those numbers would still hold up now. But regardless, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you want to check out these 2 articles, the links will be in the description. Make sure you're subscribed. I post daily videos, but I also give away a lot of silver as well. Thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.